banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water. Slowly, it must be cold and lonely. The seawater has already... Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is...
It appears to be so. I agree.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. The logo is too deep in the murky water. The motor carriage is properly stuck in a single day in the salty seawater.
The ice hasn't...
The estimate is correct. The incident probably... Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
I did not. But let's wait for the load.
Great idea. A joyrider jet.
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. The tune on your lips forms a strange... The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, two birds on a wire. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a... Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Yes, 41.
It's as if he knows what it stands for. But does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
A precinct, yes.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach. No, just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here. Yes, let's...
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between you see a photo, a name. The man keeps winking at you with his green, but the badge is new. You used a good choice. A new of 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. What do you think? His face is already contorted by the badge in your hand shines as you rotate it.
Harry Dubois. It suits you. I'm going to call you Harry, since it's short for Harry.
No, he's not. He's going to keep calling you officer when he's angry with you. And detective?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary.
A name like armor.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
The badge in your hands shines.
Lieutenant W. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Yefreitor is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're double Yefreitor. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Décomptage is the hierarchical system. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it. Kings like satellite officers and the additional Yefreitor rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional, it matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea.
Still, he doesn't trust you completely. Such a small yet precious thing.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been...
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well. But better? A lot can happen in 4 months. Especially in winter.
I remember that time! That was a good time! We had a good...
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is... It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district...
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again,
it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse.
And you? Is it an honor to... The badge in your hand shines...
What do you want to know? Good.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf.
In someone's abandoned shack.
He's afraid you've forgotten suddenly.
Nothing.
Red paint is peeling.
It's just a piece.
He sounds...
You better...
Yes, agreed. Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position. I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do?
Huh? Sarcastic self-pity. I understand the situation looks grim.
You have a home somewhere. The worn and beaten wood.
You can revisit the bend.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party. I know you do. These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call them. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation.
In this yard?
He's assessing the situation.
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur. For cheap. It didn't work out. A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that had... Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. Yes. And you picked it up because you're a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and magnesium blisters.
It's not meant as nagging.
We should move.
Abigail.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail! Uh-huh. Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. You're not going to get anything out of this.
Don't call Abigail!
The man hiccups. Then he snorts and beckons you.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail. Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail? Don't call Abigail.
Call the Mama Dakwa. It's not only your eardrums that register sound anymore. Your very skin has become an organ of hearing. Looking for a whisper, light and low. A god.
Hey, tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality? So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the,
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or... Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that sadly things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land?
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You be Idiot Doom Spiral, huh?
We are saving...
Please!
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. So now, it's a pirate's life. It's you. We've met before. Aha.
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up.
It is. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the... One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's... Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You rev the time! So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things! Your reality contracted. You jammed the we ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out. Miraculous. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on. No, that's just what your mother called you. Ours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, how they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
No one's fucked me. I do the fuck.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. Beside your gun and your badge, you said something. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motive. You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers.
It's more like you were.
No specifics, though. Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level.
It's not meant as a joke.
Yeah, you said that you'd really behaved unreasonably and failed to uphold your responsibilities as a representative of the coalition. You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid." It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine. Okay, so now so now it's a pirate's life. Whoop. It depends.
You might.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package. Booze. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me. Interesting.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Shut up, guy. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked 22 full-time It did, with my trusty Sansarique tracksuit. But now, one day
His eye.
So I was halfway done with. I made my. Naturally, the situation reality. So I made my way. People are
Heavy.
just then. But anyway. So now you've heard my tragic tale. You can't imagine what that. You too.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye. From a distant sunset. Yeah. With a sudden flash,